jetzt wieder Käse Hara. Hier mit meinem Let's Play von Felix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Beim letzten Mal haben wir durch die Untersuchung der Mood Matrix nun herausgefunden, dass unser Zeuge hier, When the Tornado, eine Persönlichkeitsstörung hat, mit denen er seine Persönlichkeit quasi in mehrere gesplittet ist. In seinem Körper sind jetzt quasi 3 Personen. Wir vermuten aber, dass es noch eine 4. Person gibt. Und, ja, dass diese 4. Persönlichkeit auch noch was mit dem Mord zu tun hat. Ich meine, es spricht so einiges dafür, aber er meint, es gibt keine 4. Personalität, es gibt nur 3. Und ich habe ein Alibi. Wollen wir ihn doch mal knacken. Kreuzverhör. Wendos Alibi. So, er meint, an sich hat er eigentlich schon ein festes Alibi, von wegen, weil, ja, zur Zeit komplett auf der Bühne war und seine Vorstellung gegeben hat, seine Rakoko-Geschichte. Aber er meint, dass kein einziger Mensch gelacht hat. Warum? Do you have an idea what went wrong? I'm not sure if it was my performance or if it was just that particular audience. Or maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of things happens from time to time. I guess that makes sense. Still, I wonder how he could flop at his own commemorative show. Maybe I should dig into things a bit more. Ja, nee, das ist jetzt nicht so wichtig, wie viele Leute da gewesen sind. Ich meine, Publikum. Wer nimmt sich bitte schön Zeit, das ganze Publikum durchzuzählen? Es ist quasi so, als würde irgendwie, wenn es diese Zählerfunktion bei YouTube nicht geben würde, dass jeder YouTuber irgendwie alle seine Abonnenten zählt. Einzeln. Das macht keine Sau! Okay. Sondern es interessiert uns mehr, was Wendo performt hat. Could you tell me which Rakugo story you performed? I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the uninitiated. Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me? Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Tokisoba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Time Soba, huh? Maybe Wendo's right. He's only said the name of the routine and I'm already lost. Ah, so you performed Time Soba, did you? What? You know it, Prosecutor Satmadi? In the course of my studies at last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial. Ah! Simon, what's Time Soba about? Get up yourself. Danke. Allow me to give an overview. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at a street stall. How you doing, sir? What can I get for you? I see you've got suit top Hananamaki soba. I'll have a bowl of shipoko, my good man. It sure is good tonight, isn't it? But there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and soup to warm up. You know it, sir. Once shipoko coming right up. So how's business? Not so great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great, because things can only get better from here, right? Woo! Prosecutor! The customer talks on and on like this. Auch so schnell wie gerade eben, weil ich kam überhaupt nicht mit. Finally, when he is done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So how much do I owe you? That'll be 60 months, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have small change on me. I'll count the cards into your palm so you could hold on to a hand for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye.
Very well done, Prosecutor Somebody! That was excellent!
Huh? I don't get it! What was so funny about that?
Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. Then just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And the sober vendor answered with 9.
Oh, now I get it! He made the vendor say 9 and then he continued counting from 10.
Exactly. He cheated the sober vendor out of 1 month with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 months for the sober. The story ends on as the punchline, so you can look up the rest for the details yourself. Or I'm sure Prosecutor Sad Monk over there would love to perform it for you after court.
So basically, it's a story about a man cheating on his sober bill. That's kind of pity, isn't it? Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time sober is such a well-known staple of rakugo.
Fine, so you studied a lot. But we haven't the time for a lecture detour right now, Prosecutor Sad Monk. Oh, I wanted to hear a little more! But I suppose if it's off topic, getting back to the matter at hand, besides the witness stated that the story performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise Time Soba. Would you like to add the statement to his testimony?
Should I have that statement added to the testimony?
Ja, natürlich. Das ist sogar ultra wichtig. Jetzt haben wir nämlich einen Widerspruch. Danke.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to have it added.
Very well!
The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba.
Und da liegt das Problem. Gucken wir uns mal hier die Einladung, die Blackwell von Dings bekommen hat. Wo ist die denn? Ah, hier. Nein, da, genau. Das war das Statement. Wenn wir uns nämlich hier die Einladung vom Opfer angucken, die Blackwell bekommen hat, dann steht geschrieben, dass Wendo eigentlich den Soberglatten performen sollte und dass das Opfer Time Sober vorstellt. You're cheating on me?
Wendo, isn't there something odd about the routine you performed?
Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it.
But that's exactly what I find odd. The fact that you don't think it's odd.
We are discussing the witness alibi at the moment, defense. The show's program is completely irrelevant.
That's where you're wrong, Prosecutor Satmadi. The reason being, it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Wendo, do you know what this is?
No. What is it?
This is an invitation to the show sent from Master Tornado to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the show's program, which clearly states that Time Sober was to be performed by Master Tornado himself!
No!
Wendo, why did you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do?
Well, you see, the reason for that is... How do I say this? You see, let's say it was a prank.
That's right. It was just a little joke, you see? I was trying to surprise Shisho by performing his routine before he did. I don't know if I buy that. Was doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Hey, did Simon happen to hear time sober coming from the dressing room? During Wendo's performance on stage? It seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be?
What's the matter? You look like one yen with those next to lay.
So stop comparing me to birds!
Then seize this bird brain timidity. If something has occurred to you, then lay it out of us already. Don't breed resentment in those watching your performance.
Okay. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here goes! Confidence, meine ich, Entschuldigung. It looks like Wendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor, but even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about this case.
Were you referring to the sober bill the man tried to skip on the witness story?
I'm not talking about the Rakugo story, Your Honor!
Oh, I'm sorry, but what are you talking about, Miss Sykes?
What Wendo may have been trying to deceive us about was... der Zeitpunkt, wo das Opfer gestorben ist. Wendo tried to deceive us about the time of the victim's death.
What?
What gibberish! Prosecutor Blackwell even satisfied to the time of the victim's death. I know, but he only testified that way because he and Gabriel has been completely taken in.
You mean by the sober bill thing?
Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor?
I was deceived?
I tell, how did Wendell manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage? That's easy! All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room.
Oh, and what might that be?
The prop Wendell used was... natürlich der Fernseher. This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Wendell doing?
He was performing time sober. Blast could it be?
Yes, it could, and it was. What you and Gabriel heard was not Master Tornado practicing his routine. It was Wendell's performance as heard through this TV monitor speakers.
What?
With the TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room, it could easily be heard from the hallway outside.
Because he knew that Master Tornado was scheduled to perform time sober, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time, rehearsing.
Yes, your knowledge of the day's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tornado?
But the door's in the way. We couldn't tell exactly who the voice belonged to. But because I heard time sober, I just assumed it was Master Tornado. I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game.
All of that is mere conjecture. Where's your proof, defense? Wendell moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it to the door. Because then someone might figure out the trick he'd been playing. And there's one more thing about Wendell's actions that's suspicious.
That is?
The fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion.
What's so suspicious about that? Even props slip up once in a while, you know?
meine ich.
But I believe that this time it was intentional. Because Wendo knew it'd be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room.
Oh, why?
Yipes! It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice prosecutor Blackwell and Gabriel heard was due to Wendo's scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 p.m. In other words, Wendo could have killed Master Tornado himself!
We've got you by the stones now, Wendo, so you'd be better confess everything.
Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
Without an explanation. Wendo! I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. Gut gemacht! Sieh mal, du Spast! Is it the defense claim that Wendo Tornado is the true murderer in this case? If he tampered with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect. Now wait just 1 minute. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho. Then why did you tamper with the crime scene? I refuse to answer that question. What? If you suspect this witness, then I have a question for you. What could it be this time? Wendo has absolutely no reason to murder Taifu Tornado. After all, why would Wendo kill the man who recognized his skills and promoted him? Oh! Well, his motive was, I can't think of a single thing! It appears you are also not aware of one other fact. And that is? That the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. Is it not natural, then, to suppose that the accused killed the victim at that time? What?! Oh no, nobody told me Mr. White was also gone there before 4 p.m.! We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. But now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant... Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. So you really do not know what your client was doing during that time frame, do you? Mann, bist du dumm. Well, it was all very sudden and, ich bin nicht dumm. Why did you wait until the very last second to contact me, Simon?
Don't you give me that look. Just so you know, Bucky never told me he has visited the master before 4 p.m. either.
Ah, this sort of thing is exactly why that prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared!
The defense will stop squabbling this instant!
Sorry, Your Honor.
Prosecutor Satmadi, please continue!
Thank you, Your Honor. Defense. You know of the soba-making implants in the dressing room, correct? Is he talking about the equipment for making soba noodles?
You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat flour and water, the long rolling pin, and the special knife that is used to cut the dough into noodles.
Precisely. These tools all came from the accused's soba shop. You mean they didn't belong to Master Tornado? Mr. Wet was visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba-making lesson.
And that visit was before 4 p.m. I'm afraid that after the accused kneaded the dough and made those noodles, he committed the act of murder.
But wait! That doesn't add up! If Mr. Wet killed the victim before 4 p.m., why would he return to that room at a later time? Oh, huh? What's sober? Your kid had cobbled when it comes to noodles.
Oh my!
Yeah, Miss Chickadee. Yes, me. The reason I went back is because Master Tornado ordered uncooked noodles. Mr. Wet! Yesterday, I brought noodle making tools to the dressing room at around 2 p.m. That's when Master Tornado ordered uncooked super noodles stock up on. Uncooked noodles to stock up on? Yes, ma'am. Master Tornado kept a supply of soba noodles from a shop in his fridge. He only had one serving left, so I went back to my shop to get some more. One serving of noodles in the fridge? But I thought the fridge was practically empty. Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now.
You ran into me and gave her when you came back to deliver the uncooked soba, correct?
That's right, Simmy. I made time out of my busy day to deliver him the noodles. And you know what? He ignored me when I called to him from the doorway. He just kept mumbling Rakugo lines for ages, so I got mad and went back to my soba shop. Ah, so that's why you got mad! If what he's saying is true, then there's no way it could have been a murder. Swear I'm telling the truth, man, chick.
Bailiff, quick! Get this man to the infirmary!
Rollte einfach weg auf seinem Skateboard. Schön. Aber gut, dann, well, das ist eigentlich nicht so gut. Ich meine, oh Mann. Ob das jetzt noch alles gut klappt? Let's hope so. Egal, positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen. Das war's von meiner Seite. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil.